recap here. Last time on the Tereshkova, you're having some downtime at Starbase 21. Having some interesting events happen. Up until the point that Lieutenant Junior Grade Sarah Vogel went to a Rigelian trader and found an interesting rock that seemed to have hypnotic properties to it, or at least telepathic. Upon securing the said rock / crystal,
you okay there, Prox? We lost you.
You that would be Discord messing up. I'll cut straight to the point. Currently, the captain, Lieutenant Vogel, and the science officer goes in. Is that right?
Sounds right.
Yep. Took the rock into one of the science labs aboard the Tereshkova after being followed by a horde of people trying to come after the rock and having to do some security, yeah. I am lost for words right now. Some riot control, per se, at the airlock towards the Tereshkova. Upon examining, the rock let out a psychic attack and has currently knocked Gozin on the ground and has incapacitated Lieutenant Vogel while some strange occurrence happened and her eyes began to glow blue. So while we are currently at the science lab, Vogel, you're on the ground, and strange thoughts begin funneling into your head. Gozin is currently knocked out and lying unconscious on the floor on the other side of the lab.
So is Vogel on the ground?
Yes.
Then I grab Vogel and drag her out into the hallway. And I'll come back for Grozen in a second.
Fitness plus security. Difficulty 1.
Endurance? As a focus?
Sure. Pick up Vogel and you start carrying her away from the rock.
No, I can't leave.
I don't say anything until she's out of the lab.
And I'm gonna struggle to break the grip.
Okay. This would be a daring plus security. It's opposed.
I'll just roll it straight up with you, Captain.
I'm not. I'm gonna buy a threat.
Spending 1 threat to give the Vogel.
Okay.
Gain
So
one momentum.
It must be set free. Help! Help! It must be set free. Put me down.
Yeah, I don't say anything. In the same way that you don't say anything while you're pulling someone out of a fire, I'm not about to argue with her. I'm just gonna pull her into probably this room across the way that's kind of I think it's a doctor's office or something.
It's kind of like a science. Yeah, it's a semi-office area.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull her in there.
Okay, Vogel, if you would like, you can make a fitness plus security, if I'm not mistaken. Go to the page real quick. Come on.
I was missing stress damage. I have 3. I don't know from what.
That was from the rock.
Is that staying?
For now, because we're starting out, and then it'll go away when the scene change.
So I was rolling fitness security.
I believe it is a difficult. I'm trying to find the difficulty. Oh, sorry. Fitness plus security. Yes, difficulty 2.
To do what?
To break free. You're essentially grappled.
Isn't that what we just rolled for, though?
Yeah, but that's for her to break free.
So what is this roll?
No, this is the grapple for her to break free. She was fighting you, but she can't technically break free from it.
Oh, so the last roll was me grappling her.
Yes.
Okay.
It was the fitness security was for you to pick up. Sorry, yeah. I'm losing my train of thought here, and I apologize. The fitness security was to grab a hold of her, and then the daring security was essentially her fighting away, and then you grappling her.
Okay, that makes sense. I just for a second there I thought you were given 2 rolls, but it's just different rolls. Okay.
All right, I'll give you a threat. I'll give you a threat because this is a threatening situation, and we'll try.
I will spend that threat. You don't have to give me a threat. If you want to add extra dice, just let me know.
Okay. Yes.
You're using threat pool at this point.
Cool. I like it. Oh, boo. Missed it by 1.
All right. So as you're carrying Vogel out, just give me one more check. Difficulty 1, fitness security.
I'm gonna spend the momentum.
Wow. All right. It's 4 momentum.
Yeah, I have no choice but to go with this.
All right. You managed to get Vogel out of the room.
I guess that little closet that's right under us, I push her in there.
Okay, give me it's gonna be a pose, daring plus security. Essentially, this is the shove action and melee combat options.
I'm sorry, are you putting her in a closet?
It's either that or a very risky transport, and I don't think Vogel wants to die, so. Well, Vogel may want to die, I don't know.
As I recall, I think the cap has effective 1 bonus momentum on the attack because they have the control of the grapple. In the pinned.
is correct.
I may also. I was trying to see if I wanted to use the biomechanical part, but I'll spend 3 momentum.
Okay, so whoops. In effect, we only lose 2 because you had 1 to begin with.
And I don't think I have a focus. I took phasers instead of hand-to-hand.
Yeah, it'll be hand-to-hand combat.
Slacker.
Spending the threat for you, Vogel.
All right, I better make it count. So I need 2 crits, huh?
Yep.
Here
Roll
goes
3
nothing.
dice.
A nice little tie.
It is a tie.
Well, yeah. Except that I have a +1.
But I did it with less dice.
You have a bonus momentum, which means you could spend that for more dice.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
we have 2
would
momentum
only
sitting on the table. And you when you spent 3 earlier, we only used up 2 of our pool because you had 1 freebie from having the advantage.
Do I have a bonus momentum right now?
No.
There's just the 2 momentum on the table.
It's just
okay.
So it is a tie. This is a tie.
I thought. Did we rule that there was no advantage for grapple in melee combat?
There is no advantage, no.
Yeah. The only good thing you get out of it is that if you're doing an attack like you did, like you're shoving somebody, you get a bonus momentum out of that because you started the melee action with having a grapple.
Okay, so is this stage moved to Vogel? Because I'm gonna kind of push her. I'm gonna try again, but I can't just keep making the same rolls. So
right.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, she's struggling. The grapple condition is needed, so there's nothing really happened in this case. So, but it does pass to Vogel.
I was going to ask, can my character take a complication to win the grapple?
You can, yes.
Oh, can I do that?
Well, you can win essentially you're taking a complication not to be shoved into it. So yes, you can essentially beat him back and push him away if you want that to happen. But there'll be a complication.
I was going to try to take the complication that I use his momentum to push him into the closet. Or I could try to run the opposite direction, I guess. Or run back into the room.
I will allow you to push him into the closet. Essentially, if you try to push it, you technically would take his, when he was trying to push him, you take his arms and then you just shove him into the closet that way.
Is there going to be a disadvantage to that? Because we did come up even.
So, but yeah, but essentially Vogel is enduring a complication in this case. So the complication is going to be yes, you get shoved into the closet, but Vogel is not able to lock the door.
Can I spend 2 momentum on an advantage that I'm not shoved into the closet?
Like just grabbing onto the door frame?
No. That would not work in this case because the shove action still has to happen. But what I'm saying is the door doesn't lock. Like Vogel's not able to reach to lock the door, and that's where it stands.
So you can easily just step right back through the door and go, well, I can keep doing what I was doing.
Yeah, basically how I saw that is it's like you kind of charge me to push me into the door, I sidestep it, and you grab the doorway trying to fight back and push yourself. That's how I could see it. But that's also probably my move.
Yes, that is your move.
So I think it goes back to Elder at this point.
It does.
I hit my comm badge. Transporter room, beam Lieutenant Vogel into the brig.
That would be an engineer, probably Leva, because she's the transporter person.
And as a sign of goodwill, oh, she already has a determination, so she doesn't need one.
Yeah.
Bond with me. I can give you power.
So I'm gonna clarify that real quick. That was a mental thing that's communicating with you. So
Oh, I thought you wanted me to say that.
no. So it's more or less that the crystal's asking you.
Ah, I see. Well, of course I want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's the captain might need you, and the captain might have to go to HR now, I think.
Hey, if she gets psychic powers, I want psychic powers, damn it.
Spendy 3 threat.
I'm just carrying my harp.
Is that 3 threat to affect the transporter roll?
Actually.
I didn't hear either. I only heard the last part of that.
Partially.
Perhaps we should use, let's hope this transporter roll works. I mean,
if anyone can do a difficulty 4 or 5, it's Leva.
yeah.
In fact, can I give my determination to Leva anyways? Since I asked her to do the beam out?
Whoever is playing Leva, who's playing Leva
Mhm.
right now?
I'll take it. Oh, I'm being texted.
Oh no.
Your console blows up.
Wait, actually?
Oh God. Okay. So I have 2. She has 2 determination right now. Just want
If
to make
the
sure.
GM clarifies that. I was going to give you mine in case you needed a re-roll, and you could use the normal one on the value.
Oh.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Huh.
As for giving the determination, I will allow it, but in doing so, Vogel will get another action here.
Then I'll just keep it because she has technical expertise, so she really doesn't need it. It was
Yeah.
just a safeguard.
Alrighty then. So it sounds like I am going to be spending 1, 3.
You probably want to spend 5 total.
It's 1 for the first one, 2 for the second one, 3 for the last one, isn't it?
Oh, I thought you were going to spend determination. Never mind.
I'm saving that for a reroll.
She has technical expertise, so you get a free reroll anyways.
I might need the whole thing re-rolled because
Okay.
technical expertise only gives you 1, whereas determination you can re-roll the whole set. So this is an easy roll. Focus of transporters.
So the roll is difficulty 5. Complication range is 5.
Yep.
Goodbye,
it's control engineering assisted by the ship. Sensors engineering.
And stupid mouse. Technical expertise 1 of that.
Oh, let me roll the ship. What is the ship? Sensors engineering.
Yes, complication range is 5.
Is it too late for him to use the determination to roll the other dice and save technical expertise for the ship? Because you can't use determination to reroll for the ship.
Well, there was already 2 complications that stand with the main roll.
Yeah, but I was suggesting you re-roll the complications from his roll with the determination, and then use technical expertise to re-roll for the ship, because you can't re-roll for the ship with determination.
I suppose I could do that. I just lose the 2 that I just rolled.
That's why I was asking the GM if the GM would allow you to just roll 1 more dice and take that as the 2 that you spent for determination.
What's the value?
No room for error.
Okay, just roll 1 more dice then.
Well, I don't even know. Well, I'll just do it. Okay, it worked out.
That's
And
9
Vogel.
successes.
Get 4 momentum. And Vogel, you are suddenly transported and you find yourself in the brig.
I run in after Grozen.
Alright. Alright, fitness plus security, difficulty 1 to carry Grozen out. And yes, your endurance will apply.
Spend a momentum. And I'll spend to get rid of the complication.
So you're down to 1 momentum. No, 2 momentum total. So, yep. You pick Grozen up and you manage to carry him out of the lab. And as we are going to the theater of the mind real quick, Vogel, you find yourself in the brig. The entity asked you a question.
And I responded.
And and the entity tells you well, so instead of the entity asks you, "Are you trapped?"
They have me trapped behind a wall of energy.
Oh, that seems trivial. You could walk past that.
And I'm gonna reach my hand out and touch the berry.
And your hand just shimmers across it. You don't even feel it.
I am going to smile and walk through it.
And you do. And the security officer is shocked and stunned by this. So, you guys want to spend on their crew support? You can have someone in the the brig, whoever the security officer is.
Ritala, you want to?
Sure. I guess if it's just watching over security, probably the ensign talk, I guess.
Simon is the better option.
Oh, I can choose. Okay.
Yeah, and Simon is.
He is hand to hand. Sorry, you're saying, Captain?
No, I was agreeing that was the reason why I suggested Simon.
Oh, yeah. I guess Simon will. What would he do exactly? I don't really know this too well.
The only time I ever remember playing him, we were on a planet and he was willing to stand and fight against aliens that were attacking them. I don't remember playing him too much other than that.
Okay. So I guess after the, I suppose, first few moments of initial shock, he, what's the distance between him and Lieutenant Vogel?
Medium range for right now.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess what he'll say is, oh god, do I... I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about how he'd react to this, it's a strange, situation.
He is a security officer and someone is trying to break out of a brig.
Yeah, no, I just don't think I want to go to phasers immediately, I guess he'll move towards her and, as he does that, like, to sort of, how do I, sorry, I'm just kind of, I don't do well getting, god, sorry, I'm kind of,
Are you trying to say that he's going to try just get in her way? Like he's just blocking her, or?
No, I'm just, I'm kind of, oh god, how do I put it? Like, I'm just, I wasn't expecting to, sorry, I'm just not, oh my god, sorry, 1 second, I just need to breathe for a moment.
It's okay. You just watched a fellow officer just walk straight through a
Yeah.
force field.
No, I just have, anxiety issues, and sometimes it kind of just I freeze up a little bit. Okay. I guess the first thing to do, since there's a bit of distance between them, would be to ping the does he know that the captain was the one who sent the order to transporter here?
No.
Okay. I guess he'll. Who would I suppose he'd report to Ratala and turn. I guess, or Lieutenant Leva, because she did the transport. No, I'll just go to the captain. Yeah, so he'll quickly ping the captain on his communicator, and say, Captain Elder, Lieutenant Vogel just walked right through the force field, and then once he does that, he's just going to immediately go into sort of holding out a hand towards Lieutenant Vogel, and he'll say to her, Lieutenant Vogel, I'm going to have to ask you to sit back down. And then if she keeps moving, he'll move to sort of
What rank is this character?
Lieutenant Junior grade.
Lieutenant, I'll give you one opportunity to join us.
He will. I guess is she still walking forward as she's saying this, or has she stood still?
I would imagine she's probably walking towards the door.
Okay. I guess he'll move to sort of grab a hold of her to try to stop her.
And I will touch.
All right. As you move forward, Simon, then I guess Vogel, you can attack him if you want. Just tell me which one you're using.
Are we in close range?
Yes, it'd be close range. So this
Yeah.
will be opposed.
Yeah, I'll use the melee.
Sorry, I
So-
had a bit of a. I'm good now. I just had a bit of a panic back
Yeah, no
there.
worries, man. We'll go ahead and spend. Well, I can't use momentum, can I? Oh wait,
Nope. You can use threat though.
I'm using. Yeah, I'm just curious if it'll turn on one of my talent. Probably.
In this case, it would.
Okay. I will spend one of the threat.
Daring plus security for you, Simon.
Okay, and does my hand-to-hand apply here?
Yes, it does.
Okay. There we
And
go.
you might want to buy a dice.
Yeah, I'll do that. That'll be momentum gone. Here we go. Wow, that is. Huh. Wait, daring science? Oh no, I don't like this.
Could
Oh.
try a reroll a 1.
Yeah, I might as well. Yeah, same reason.
Yep. You get a momentum back, and Simon, you can do your unarmed strike.
Okay.
It's just at the bottom of the sheet. You shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Wait. No, it's.
Yeah, it's
It should-
unarmed strike.
Yeah.
It's there.
I was just looking because I had forgotten to put my numbers in for weapon damage, and his had them, so I was making sure that his were correct.
Is that? I think I rolled that properly.
It's your security +1, so yes.
All right.
Which is not only a knockdown, but an injury.
Nope. It's 4 stress.
She has resistance.
Yep.
Yeah, weird psychic alien rock. I'm not too surprised.
And then Simon, as you go to hit Lieutenant Vogel, and you notice that your punch was really hard. However, your hand stings, like you felt like you just got knocked by some sort of energy wave.
Okay. As I saw that, did it kind of just happen, or was there any sort of gesture from Lieutenant Vogel that kind of coincided with the stinging?
So there, I would imagine, since it was 4 stress that Vogel took, she does seem like it hurt her, more so than usual. But it also, like, you realize that was your best punch that you could have almost possibly given, and she's still standing.
Okay. I guess. Oh, do I want to go full?
I mean, she's attacked you.
Yeah. I guess at this point I'm just going to try to essentially, like, without causing too serious of injury, and since punching her obviously isn't working, to try to get a hold of her hands and sort of, not violently shove her to the ground, but sort of pin her to the ground and get on top of her, sort of like that hold that you see cops do when they're arresting people. Just to sort of.
That'd be essentially, it's a grapple.
Yes.
So it's still like it's opposed.
Okay.
I think there's a benefit
roll?
for attacking someone who's knocked down. I don't know if it's advantage or if it's a bonus momentum.
Oh,
I can't remember.
I'm spending the threat. Vogel's not knocked down.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Fine, use the threat for what it's for. Jeez.
Take that, Washington.
What?
Okay, so I'm just rolling a normal daring security, or?
Yes, you're rolling a normal daring security, and it is opposed.
You do get hand-to-hand, I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
you do
assume
get
so.
hand-to-hand.
Do we have momentum still? So. Might as well. Do you guys? Yeah. You guys don't mind if I spend it?
No, you're gonna need to.
All right.
Oh, he has to wait to get out of that.
You're probably gonna want to spend determination on that, because.
Well, it depends on what he gets. To be fair, we might get lucky.
You know, I think he's pretty freaked out by what just happened, so I think it's reasonable that he'd just be putting all he can into mobilizing her. So I will spend that determination.
You still got to ask if it matches the value.
It probably doesn't, does it? Because it's. Fighting to the end for a crew member. That's kind of.
Not really.
Yeah. Because I'm attacking a crew member. Sort of the opposite, but well, that's my roll then, or his roll.
So it's just the 2 successes?
Yeah, looks like it.
All right, I'll use one of the threat to roll. Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's well.
So it's a draw. In this case, like I said, one person can succeed at a cost of a complication, or nothing happens.
Kind of want to see where this goes, but I think I'll let it happen, even though it's probably unwise.
But I will use the complication.
Damn it.
Okay. Roll damage. It'd be 7 challenge dice for you, by the way.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to use the actual dice roller because it's tied to security.
You're out.
Holy hell.
You can spin threat throw to stay up.
I can't.
No, you can.
Oh.
So okay, it's gonna cost. So this damage ability is knockdown. So Simon is knocked down. It's also intense, which means it costs per effect rolled is 1 extra momentum or threat to stay up. That
So-
is
It's a total of
it's
4.
what, 8. It's 8 stress damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
4 threat to stay up though.
Do we want to
It
give
should
him
be
more threat?
3. It's 3 because it's 2, then the plus the 1 for the intense.
I
And
was
then if
counting
you
knock,
want to-
knockdown.
Well, yeah, and the knockdown.
it's-
So yes, it'd be 4 threat
Yeah. If you don't want
or
him
3
to
threat,
have
1
advantage
momentum.
against you, then it's 4 threat.
Sorry, if I don't want him to what?
It's 3 threat, or it's 4 threat, and he does not have advantage against you on the next attack.
I mean, I was would it be too much of an escalate, like protocol wise, too much of an escalation at this point to just try to stun her with a phaser?
It's
No.
meeting force with force. You're being
Well-
hit. Plus,
As
you're
long
using
as it's
stun,
not
that might
like-
kill.
You have to tell me though. Are you staying up?
Yeah, because if
Right.
you don't
And not
spend
being
at
knocked
least
down.
3, if you don't spend at least 3, you're out.
Oh, like I'm unconscious?
done.
Or...
Yeah, you're
Yes,
you're
um,
unconscious. It's non-lethal, so you're not being killed or anything.
But
Okay.
remember, this is only a supporting character too.
The suggestion
Yeah.
is 4.
Um,
I mean, sometimes you just have to let the lunatic out.
yeah, I kind of like the writer in me wants to not stun her into oblivion immediately, but
I mean, that
yeah,
you should play the security character.
no, I know. I guess I'll spend the 4 and probably regret it later to stay conscious and up. That's 4 threat, I guess.
1 momentum and
Right.
3 threat. Yeah,
Ah,
to
right.
stay standing and be awake.
Yes.
But you could save 2 of that if you suffer a complication as well. That's, I don't know if you want to do that or not.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. So we lose our momentum. Boop. And so much that gained. It's not too bad actually. It's only
Yeah, it's not. It's 5 away from a board cube.
8.
Oh boy.
For a sphere.
Right.
That's all you
Oh
need.
yeah, we can. Oh no. Maybe the Borg are after the crystal, trying to assimilate it.
So that was your go. So it is now turns to Vogel.
Oh no.
So, but yes.
Lieutenant, get out of my way. I do not want to hurt you. I have to get back to the stone.
I'm just gonna try to draw my phaser and stun her.
I'm assuming that's your minor action, right, Vogel? Or are you
Yes.
not doing anything?
No, that's my minor action. If he does not move out of the way, I will use the other attack.
I thought.
Yeah, you'd kind of have to wait
Okay.
for his turn for that to happen, though.
What's that?
You'd have to wait for his turn. For
So Yeah. There's actually a special thing. So.
Yeah, there's a prepare action, but it works in an odd way.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how. I gotta read up on it real quick.
Whoops! I opened something I didn't need to open. That's no help to me.
Because it is my turn, right?
I thought.
It is your turn. Yes. So, well, here's the thing, though. So Vogel's stated, "Please step aside," and then at
Yes.
that point, Vogel still has her normal task.
Mhm.
So, because that was the minor to say that. So what?
So are we doing a thing now where her actions triggering when I don't
Already,
move
that's
aside?
what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm readying the attack if he doesn't comply with the move.
So would it?
Yeah, pick 2-2-1. It looks like he can do that.
Yeah. Yes.
Wait.
So if you don't use your minor action to move, then Vogel can then attack.
Okay. Can I use my minor action to move and then try to phaser her anyways?
Yeah, I'm moving out of your way. Do.
I mean, that's not moving, so I think it would still trigger mine.
Oh shoot! Yeah, no, because you'd have to move as your minor, and you wouldn't be able to draw in the same movement motion.
You have to draw.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay. So I'll just
Shoot.
have him draw and
Take
try
his
to-
chances.
on stun setting, of course. I'm not trying to kill the lieutenant yet.
So yeah, the trigger would go off because he's drawing instead of moving out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will use the ranged version.
It's difficulty 2.
I'll go ahead and spend
Bug control.
Yep, I'll go ahead and spend one of those points. That looks good.
Never mind.
I love it.
Well, we tried, security guard. We tried.
Yeah, because now
Yeah.
it's like
6.
to get back
That's,
to the-
that's really high.
yeah, you have enough stress to stay up, but to stay up it's like 6, 7 threat.
Well,
That's not.
that's a injury. So.
I'll just
Does that
let
go
him
past-
go down at this point.
Ooh. Oh, not good. So that was 6, right?
Yep.
That fills Simon's.
No, he has
stress.
8. He has 8 left.
No, he
8.
took 8, didn't he?
He
No.
took 8. He took 8 on the first
He is.
hit.
He is
and then he's
6
taken it.
remaining.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
Since he opened a line with me, do I hear all this?
I didn't close it.
I didn't
but-
say anything because I was gonna let them play it out.
So here's the thing though, real quick. Simon is knocked down. It's intense. You cannot spend threat to avoid the injury.
Well, it's only
you
once per
can't-
scene anyway, isn't it?
unless you
so-
do the recovery task.
I was gonna let it happen at this point because he's like I think if he tries to keep fighting, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Well,
some
here's
point
the
you just
thing
gotta-
though. You take another injury, and the first one became lethal. So there's 2 injuries on Simon. because
Well,
he
he
dropped his-
avoided the
Okay.
first. He avoided the first one, so
Right,
he didn't get the first.
but
one.
the attack did over 5. Okay,
Oh
he
yeah,
went to
yeah. Then
0.
it went to 0. Yeah.
so that is another injury. So he has 2 injuries on him. One of them is lethal.
Does that mean it's going to kill him if he doesn't?
If he doesn't get first aid by the end of the scene, he is dead.
Oh God.
So with that, to flare it, as Vogel extends her arm out, a wave of raw energy extends forth from her hand, hits Simon, and Simon goes flying against the bulkhead and collapses to the ground.
Is the communicator channel still opened?
He's out. He can't say anything.
No,
He
I
can't,
know
but-
he can't, but
Could I hear the things that Vogel said?
'cause
Also,
he never
I mean,
closed the channel.
Yeah, I also heard about the fact that she walked through the barrier.
Yes, I did say that.
Okay. All right. I will.
However, I
allow
could
that.
make this easy on everybody. Because I fully intended to call down to medical.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call down to medical.
Okay.
So yeah, so as I walk out of the room, I'm gonna comm medical to transporter room, and then I'm gonna keep walking toward the
It's the brig.
right. Yeah, brig. The place I was just at.
Sending the medical teams away to make sure he bleeds out.
All right.
Um,
Am I?
You're
I
not
guess I'm still-
actually.
Okay.
So, it just depends on what the captain does, where you're at, but you're on your way back to the lab.
Right.
Elder to Lieutenant Leva.
Levy here, sir.
Beam Lieutenant Vogel to my location.
I will try, sir. It was very hard to get her to beam the first time. She seems out of phase. It's really hard to get a lock on her.
Give me your best.
I could certainly use some words of encouragement. I don't know.
I only have milestones, and I don't know that any of them. Actually, I earned a milestone last week, inspiring someone to do something.
Oh, I thought you still had a determination left over.
Oh yeah, I never gave it to you because
Yeah. So I was
it
like,
was
give it to
gonna-
me now.
it was gonna cause problems. Yeah, you can have my determination.
Yay. Give me your best. Doesn't give me determination. I'm like, what the heck?
I wanted to give it to you, but I didn't think I forgot I had mine.
Okay, so because it's just as hard as last time, I'm gonna pull the same stunt, and I'm not gonna mix my technical expertise up. So I am gonna give you a bunch of threat to get me up to 5, and hopefully this determination will be she'll have it to spare. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 6 threat to you because we have no momentum. Bang. Well, thanks to the determination. She could use it later.
She
Hot damn.
probably will.
And the ship's thing
Oh.
plus thing.
Sensors plus engineering. Comp 5.
We can re-roll that,
We could
With
leave that
technical-
alone. We could leave that alone.
I guess. I was being a little greedy. It's only a 13 to hit.
2 momentum.
I think Leva's good. I think she's okay. And the order was beam her back here, or back to you. Back to the lab.
Yes. And I'll be standing and I'm intend to fire non-lethally with the phaser as soon as she materializes. Because I brought her down here to avoid hurting any more crew members.
With that, Vogel is transported back to the science lab, and Captain, make a fitness plus medicine difficulty 3.
Oh, sorry. I took Vogel's determination away because I had her sheet open.
You don't have determination now, Vogel. Too bad. Captain took it.
Bastard.
Did I get my stress back?
It hasn't been seen yet.
Okay.
You really
But
should take
yes.
a breather.
Fitness plus medicine difficulty 3. Because you're feeling an intense pain coming from your mind.
Can I spend a milestone on a value?
You really want to use those save milestones, huh? What value?
Survival of the group is survival of the individual. So by prioritizing the ship and the ship's crew first, I might still be able to save Vogel. Oh wait, that was if I shoot her. That's not gonna work in this situation.
Yeah, because fitness plus medicine. Difficulty 3. This is happening while you gave the order.
Okay. Then I'll just yeah. It's 11. I'll just go ahead and spend 2 momentum and 3 threat. No, it's 4 threat. Because does endurance work here?
Let me see what your... at increased complication, I will allow it.
Sure. Oh no, because my medicine's a 1, so I should have thought about that. I guess I'll just straight up roll it.
Hey, you get 2 momentum back. But you are still whacked, like it just pounding headache. Like someone was
2
trying
momentum to say I'm fine.
There's no you made the save. You're fine.
Oh,
It's just now you got a pounding headache.
Yeah.
which didn't sound fine. That's why I was trying to spend.
I mean, I could spend 2 threat to give you a complication if you want, but
No, it sounded like a complication. That's the only reason I said that. But if it's not, then I don't need to spend anything.
And I'm assuming you had your phaser at the ready
Yes.
as Vogel is standing there in front of you. Vogel, what are you going to do?
So I materialize with a phaser pointed at me, I take.
Yes.
I will say, Captain, stand aside. I must free it.
Is this a I fire, I get attacked situation?
Well, it's your turn.
I thought it was your turn. I thought you were taking your minor to.
Well, whose
prepare.
turn it? Well, first, whose turn is it? Because either way, I'm saying that.
So I'm counting that the transport roll was on the captain's order because that was essentially kind of a direct. As Vogel materialized, it's essentially Vogel's go, and I believe Vogel said something, which would be a minor. They still have a task. So if they're doing the ready, then it passes back to the captain.
Yeah, we could do the ready.
I'm gonna fire, so.
So, yay.
I don't need to take my minor action to draw, so can I use my minor action to move and fire? Out of melee range?
Yes, both of you will be essentially, since Vogel took the ready, what I'm going to do here is both of you essentially are going shooting each other simultaneously.
I like it.
Because that seems appropriate for these type of rules. So all this is happening simultaneously. So as you're moving back, Vogel extends her arm out and you fire as you're moving away. So sound good?
Works for me.
So yes, Captain, you can move back and shoot.
Am I in close or medium?
You're in
Now
close
that-
range.
Even after I move?
No, if you're moving, then you go into medium.
Yeah, I was gonna take my minor to move and then to fire.
Okay.
So, how much threat do we have? 20?
Yes.
14.
No, I gave 6
Oh.
accidentally to Vogel, so I'm letting Vogel keep that 6. I'm charging Vogel is what I'm doing with the GM powers.
Well, I'm going to use that 6.
All right. So, but yes, Captain, control plus security difficulty 2 to shoot.
I just need to, real quick, I need to look at the page that tells you what you can do with momentum once you've fired. Because I need to know.
You could use it for extra damage, piercing.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna also roll 5 dice. But I'm not gonna spend any momentum, that's all threat.
Okay. You gain 2 momentum. Get just drop 2 threat from you, Vogel. Because I can't draw. So if you click on the token icon, you can just drag them onto the playing field.
Well, Vogel would need more threat because she spent 6 on dice.
Yeah, they had 6. They spent 6. They got 4 back.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was, for some reason, I don't know why. For some reason, I saw the 1 reroll and I was like, that means you spent momentum to do that, but that's not a thing you can do, so I don't know why my brain thought.
Yeah. All right. So you get 2 momentum, Captain, and then both of you roll damage.
I'm gonna re-roll all those. So I'll spend 1 moment. How much? Is that momentum everything I earned on the roll, Joan? I think it is.
Yep, that's everything plus the one we had.
Okay.
So you just spent one to reroll damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna put 2 into piercing and 1 into damage.
So all 3 are gone. Ah. No, get out of my face.
7 to you. It's 7 to you though, Captain, as well.
I will spend to stay up because I have enough stress to handle that.
Do you wish to re-roll those 3 real quick, Vogel?
Yeah, I think I will.
It costs, I would say about, I don't know, 23 threat to do that.
No, so it's 1.
Let me get 1 back.
Okay.
How
So
much
that
would I have
it's
to spend
intense.
to defend?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna say, how much stretch do we need to spend here?
Yeah, because
Well, you don't need to worry about piercing, so you can spend the last 3 on extra damage. But essentially, it's gonna be 4 threat to 6 threat to stay up, to not get knocked down.
I'll take that.
But that's 2, 4, 8 stress to you, Captain, and I believe that is 6 stress. And you do 2 piercing. You did spend 2 momentum for piercing.
I did.
Okay, so yes, that's 6 damage to you, Vogel. Which
Yep,
I believe,
I'm out of.
where are you at on stress?
I am out.
Ah, okay. It bottomed you out.
But if we could spend threat to increase my damage to knock the captain down. But I will leave that to the GM since I am knocked out.
Well, that's. But what I am doing is I am spending threat to give you something else. Oh, I am spending threat to keep you up. Yep. I don't know if you saw that, Vogel. So.
I did.
All right. Okay, both you shoot each other, and both of you are actually standing there. Both extremely exhausted.
Is there still a turn order?
It actually goes back to Vogel because it was your go. She did the ready, so that's why you shot both each other. So yes, it goes to Vogel.
Would it be possible to lower the containment on this thing?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make a play for that.
Okay. So minor to move over the console, and let's make this control plus science difficulty 1.
I will use one of my threat momentum things.
All right.
And you said control science?
Yes, control science.
How do I add more to this?
I'll give it to you. Essentially, what you do is you look where you see the cards section at where you see the tokens for threat and momentum. You just click the top one and then drag it over, or you click on it, or you highlight over and click draw, and then type in the number.
Yeah, that's correct. I don't have the ability to move.
You're as a player. That's right. So you spent 1 threat. You gained another. Or gained 2. So you get. I'll just throw that in there for you. All right. You lower the containment field, and I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna have something happen, but Captain, it is your go.
Minor to remove my visor, and then full action to to shoot at Vogel. Yeah,
Oh.
Vogel told me that when I arrived in here last time, Vogel told the captain something that it had to do with sight. Because I remember trying to look through the spectrum to see if I saw anything, because she said that. Or I may be misremembering that. It may not actually have anything to do with eye contact.
I did say it.
Did say it, but is that true?
Oh, it may not be true, but that doesn't matter. The captain thinks it's true because his science officer
Okay.
told him so.
All right. So essentially, you're removing the visor, and okay, and you're going to shoot Vogel.
Yeah.
While
Right.
you can't see me?
I assume I can point it at you and then take the visor off. Because you're standing still at a console.
It is going to be a higher difficulty.
Okay. That seems fair.
Spending 2 threats. Vogel, you have cover. And this is going to be, let's make this a difficulty 4. Comp range is 2.
Yeah, I may have to revise and just run and do a melee attack. Because I'm going to get away easier rolling against Vogel than trying to beat a 4. especially now that Vogel has like I don't have the momentum to buy piercing, so shooting is pointless.
Do you really want to get any closer to the crystal, though?
I mean, I have 3 options. I have fire on stun, I have fire on kill, and I have attack Vogel.
I mean, I'd say don't fire it on kill, but
Yeah, fire it on kill is the best option for me and the worst option for a player, which is why I kind of ruled it out.
yeah.
Because with no stress, Vogel would get vaporized.
Right.
But my chances of succeeding are pretty nil.
Have you considered that because she's got, I don't know, weird psychic whatever's going on, she might, if you charge her, you're giving her more time to, you know, react to you also? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go for the kill. I'm going to set the phaser to kill.
Oh no.
And I'll take the 4 difficulty and the 2 complication.
Oh,
And
no.
I'll buy the maximum amount of dice. And can I spend a determination on the value survival of the group is survival of the individual?
You're challenging that value?
I was trying to spin towards it with a momentum from one of my milestones. And the end of it, yeah.
I'm gonna say probably no, because this kind of in a way contradicts one of your other values. I strive for peace, in terms of you're going for a kill shot on one of your own crew members.
Can I take a complication for termination to challenge that? I strive for peace? Or heck, I'll just burn I strive for peace. I'll challenge I strive for peace and spend it towards survival of the, because that would be appropriate if I take this action. I mean, yeah, that would definitely be a challenge.
All right.
Then I'll buy 5, spend 5 threat for 4 dice. Use hand phasers as a focus. I'll just have to accept the complication.
You get 1 momentum. Roll damage.
Was this a phaser shot?
Yes, and you made it lethal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in cover too.
Yeah. So
I don't
roll
need
two.
much cover.
So
She said full cover.
yeah.
So 4.
Yeah, 4 challenge dice.
See,
Ouch. So I'll have 5 resistance. Oh wait, no, I won't.
Nope. That's 6 stress. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Vogel. It's not good for you.
It is not. But I think we have to at least avoid one of the injuries if possible.
Actually, you already avoided one of the injuries during the scene. So, with Simon.
Did I?
Yeah. I spent 2 threads to
Hey.
keep you up.
you would have also had to avoid the one that you got when you bottomed out.
No. That was something else.
Oh, GM superpowers. Mysterious.
More like something else superpowers.
Well, the crystal superpowers are GM superpowers.
Spending 2 threats. All that damage goes to the crystal. And you hear in your voice, Vogel, an intense pain.
And my character is going to let out this deafening shriek.
So did I shot her and it went to the crystal? Not contradicting what you're saying. I'm just trying to. I'm asking so I want to know if the crystal has actually I'm trying to visualize. Yeah.
You just see. Okay, so in this particular, you shoot Vogel. You see the crystal glow intently as it changed colors. And with that, though, you hear Vogel cry out in pain.
I guess it's Vogel's turn.
So do I have injuries?
You don't have an injury.
All right, I will do the one thing to recover a little bit of stress because I think I need.
Okay. So
Can I tell how hurt the rock is?
it.
Yeah, I think I will do that.
That is a control plus security, difficulty 0.
Would you accept control engineering?
Yeah, sure. It is a difficulty 0 though.
Yeah, but extra chance.
Because sometimes you could still roll a 0 anyway.
I know.
You technically still
Captain.
succeed on a 0.
Yeah, you can roll all 0s and still succeed. It's just
Yeah,
I
we
just
don't
want
keep it that
some.
way.
I just want some extra resources.
Yeah.
Captain. Just as you notice, as Vogel types on the pad, the force field, draw a line, erects in front of you.
I take a minor action, computer disable force fields, and then I use my command code.
It's the nice thing about having command codes, I guess.
Not really. They fairly often don't work.
Yeah.
Most
I've
of the
noticed.
time, someone takes control of the ship. It doesn't matter. Coming from experience, because I've done that to other captains when Altera has given me threat.
Real quick though, I'm spending 2 threat to let Vogel do a. Well, never mind, because you said it. But so you're using your command codes as your minor action to drop the force field.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna fire again. I can't see, so I can't aim, so I'm just gonna have to fire where I fired last time.
So
Actually,
but
I
real quick,
can't.
though,
I did not
it's
see. There's no way yeah.
You fired blind, so there's no way you could feel the force field in front of you as you have your visor off.
Yeah, that's why I would have heard it. That's why I was saying I would go down with it. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say I actually cannot have noticed the crystal because I can't see it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So
Well, it's been nice serving with you, Captain.
Shooting blind.
I'm literally shooting blind.
So you might end up killing Grosnin by accident.
It's possible.
Grozen's not there. You picked him up.
Oh, right.
During that
Oh,
time.
I thought. Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah,
I had enough.
I
time
forgot to
move
move him.
Okay,
No,
so you
did,
might
because
end up.
Vogel was in there fighting, and so that took time.
You might end up still killing Vogel then.
So the force field's down. Hooray.
Is it?
Well, you'd hear
No.
it pop if it goes down.
No.
What? They make those sounds when they turn on and turn off.
Oh yeah, I would hear it if
So-
it went down. But I was saying. Sorry.
So you don't use your command codes. The force field does not go down. Okay.
Oh, well, there you go.
The reason why I made the roll was for Vogel to put up the force field and do a small encryption on it. Even though it was a difficulty 0, but it is going to be a. You just have to go to the control panel. It is a difficulty 2 to lower the force field. Control plus security, or daring plus security.
But you got to see.
I actually, Joan, I was thinking about that because if I move to do the transporter, I won't be able to shoot her. I'll basically be defenseless if I move.
So yes.
I'm gonna move. So, real quick. I assume by you allowing me to move to the panel and bring down the force field, you're saying that my experience with the panel is allowing me to negate the fact that I can't see.
So you can literally put in on the panel blind touch controls. So like you would feel
Okay.
feedback. So the issue is though that's going to require 2 minor actions because you did a minor to ask the computer to take down the force field, which it wasn't able to. So then you have to use a second minor. So you're going to have to spend a momentum, which you have, to essentially put the control panel that you're standing next to on a touch panel, then to do the security roll at difficulty 2 to bring down the force field.
I'm gonna spend one to change it, and then I'm going to overload the consoles in the room.
So
So that goes away. One way or the other.
that's more gonna be an engineering check. So that's daring plus engineering. I'm gonna spend more threat. Because the science lab computers aren't designed for this anyway. It's difficulty 3, complication range is 2.
I would like to burn planning is the key for the success and spend it again on survival of the group, because this is not planned. Everything about this is in the moment.
Did you not use your determination?
I
for the
did.
attack?
That's why I'm burning planning is the key to success. To spend on survival
Oh,
of the
you're
group
challenging
is
it. Gotcha,
survival of
gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So we're gonna have basically a brand new captain character when this is all over.
Yeah, I don't have bad feelings about challenging values. It's character development.
Let me in there, Captain.
I can't. Only the GM can do that.
No, I know. I'm kidding. I've got 5 plasma grenades and I'm ready to use them.
Just don't use 2 in the same spot.
So that's a lot of threat.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. It's like 2 per grenade. We don't have any momentum, so it's gonna be like. I think it's only 1 and 1 momentum.
3, it's
per grenade.
I was kidding about the plasma grenade.
Oh, it's 3. I thought for some reason I thought it
no, it's
was
2. No, it's 1 escalation, 1 opportunity cost. But if you're grabbing 2 sets,
6.
then it's 3. But
yeah,
I also don't have any reason as the character to think that I need plasma grenades on me right now.
yeah.
You don't.
So
Because literally the only people who know what has happened is me and a dead guy.
yeah.
So, but I'm gonna make this. I'm actually gonna spend threat. This is gonna be opposed. This Vogel's kind of right there at the computer console seeing this.
Okay, and I'll spend maximum dice.
So you give me 5 threat. To roll 4
Yeah.
dice. Take that threat, Vogel, and spend to roll. Unless you want to use your determination, Vogel.
I think I'll be okay because I have a computer focus.
All right. So this is opposed. Daring plus engineering.
And you're giving me 4 dice, right?
5.
What focus did you have?
Yeah. What
Oh.
focus did you use?
I didn't.
So that's
Yeah,
four
'cause this is a
successes.
computer
then?
focus. Yes.
Oh,
that's
can I
4.
use since you allowed me to use to burn that one value? Can I use improvisation? Because I specifically learned a value about planning. I'm not planning this.
No. The roll
So
stands
what?
at 4.
6 because of determination.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, 6. Sorry.
All right, we gotta hope. I don't have a reroll. I think we'll let this happen.
Okay, so that's 4. You get 2 momentum. There is an explosion. You do not. It's non-lethal. Or actually, would it be lethal?
I'm just thinking it's gonna happen if he's overloading all consoles. It's gonna be all consoles.
Yeah, I expected to go down with this, the last resort and all. And the only way I have a chance of not killing you and taking you down, because the only other options I had were to just straight up vent the thing. This was an option that might not kill you. But it's gonna kill me.
So this is 6, and it is lethal damage. Because it is an exploding console.
So, real quick, are we ruling that that my console was also in it, or since I
Yes.
passed the? Oh, yeah, I'm dead.
And I can use the 2 threat thing with that other ability you gave.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, crap, no, probably not, because I think we're both dead.
I guess the commander gets his promotion.
Well, technically, okay, so.
I'm not dead yet.
the-
I think I have to get medically treated.
You have to get medically treated. But it is 2 lethal injuries, so it's gonna be a challenge for whoever. It's actually, I think, 2 on both of you, because both of you are past your stress. So you zeroed out. It was lethal. So actually, that's 2 lethal injuries. Both of you, if that's not mistaken. Yeah.
I mean, unless somehow I had cover.
No.
Well, the thing you had cover for exploded.
I know.
That's yeah. Okay. So yes, the science lab practically shudders. There is 2 momentum, by the way, on that you guys gained from a explosion, and the whole corridor area goes out. And by this moment in time, Vital, you can actually feel the explosion as you're carrying this bloody harp with the other security officers, and you arrive.
Okay.
Talks.
And the corridor is completely dark.
It is completely dark.
Do we have flashlights? Or some sort? I assume the phasers or the tricorders have some sort of like lamp or something on them.
In canon, they usually either had it on the Type 3, so there's a light on them, or a little box that you hold in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. That is actually a momentum spend. That'd be an opportunity cost to quickly
Have
go
lights?
to well, where's the item thing? So many rules.
Getting a workout, turning all those pages. Wow, digital pages,
Wow,
but still.
my thumb with the scroll thing is going haywire. That's what's happening. Yeah, opportunity cost of 1. It's beacons? Is that beacons? No.
Sorry, it was an opportunity cost of 1 to get the.
To have a light, I think, a beacon, not beacon. Oh, God. Yeah, right, beacon. That was right.
Yeah,
Torch
it's a beacon.
works.
It
Okay.
beacons. But yes, it is the opportunity cost of 1.
Have light.
Yeah, I kind of need light, I think. Well, I obviously can't. And you know what? I'm just gonna preemptively, in my other hand, draw my phaser and set it to. Perhaps I'm being a little too paranoid, but I'm going to set it to kill, just in case. And
Well, you just have to say you're going to make the shot lethal, which means.
okay,
it's
so I
going
just
to
say
kill.
it when I'm making the shot. Or
Man, do none of you think diplomacy first? It's always like instantly like set phasers.
I'm sorry, but the science lab just exploded.
I'm on Vogel with this one. I feel like you can do it, but the other 2 characters were fighting for their lives.
No, fair enough.
You just found a dark hallway.
And an explosion. Anyways, whatever. I'm drawing my phaser either way, just keeping it at the ready, and I'm telling Ensign Talk to do the same.
All right. You head towards the science lab.
Yep.
The doors are not responsive.
Okay. Looking at the panel next to them, does it seem like it doesn't have any power, or is it just blown out?
It's flickering. It has power, but it seems like it might be something wrong with the door, or it's some sort of circuitry is blown out.
Okay. Am I? I doubt I'm not strong enough to force it open.
I think you can force doors open. It's a roll to do it.
It's a
There's
roll.
usually like a. Oh yeah, with
There's
those ones you can usually put your fingers in and try to just muscle them open, as an emergency precaution. And worst case, I remember there's like those little sticky things you can put on the door to kind of pull the door open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll get on this side of the door, try to pry it open, and I'll tell Ensign Talk to help me.
Fitness plus security, difficulty 1.
Okay. I don't think I really have any focuses here.
Get a momentum. The door opens. Is that a natural 1? No, it's actually a 1. You don't get a momentum.
Okay. The door opens.
Yeah, and it is dark.
Captain? Are you there?
You get no response, and it is dark. Inside the
Okay.
room.
Would it be reasonable to assume that Ensign Talk is like familiar with sort of basic hand signaling for this sort of like, you know, if I want to silently tell him to not complex commands, but you know, go here, do that sort of thing. Security hand signals, I guess, as Commander Joan puts it.
Yeah, he is trained as a security officer, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, then he probably would have a fairly general idea.
Okay, so I'd like to signal to him, essentially to follow me into the room, and just how do I? Oh, sorry. Yeah, to signal for him to follow me into the room, and if he sees, if he can get a shot on. No, sorry. Sorry, I'm kind of jumbling out my words again. Basically, I just want to signal for him to follow me and keep his phaser drawn at the ready if he sees, you know, if he not fire at will, but just be ready to pull
Yeah,
the trigger.
follow,
and
cover
her.
me. Yeah,
Sorry, I said that in a very long-winded way.
that's fine.
And then I'll step into the room. And I'm gonna immediately turn in the direction of the crystal. I don't know exactly how far I should be moving, but I guess can I go right here?
Yeah, you can move anywhere in the room. As you peer in the room, as your flashlight, you see both the captain and Vogel lying on the ground.
Okay.
Badly burnt.
I'm guessing I don't. Vogel's eyes are closed, so I don't see any weird glowing or anything going on. She's just on the floor.
She is on the floor.
Okay, I'll immediately hit my comm badge. This is Lieutenant Tacharik to Medical Bay, requesting emergency transport for Lieutenant Vogel and Captain Elder. They're both severely burned and in need of immediate medical attention.
Acknowledge patching through the request to transporter room. And Levitt's going to try to beam the two of them to medbay, because that was the order.
Possibly saved by my own determination here.
It's actually, this is going to be same roll.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be that roll? It's not like it's a hard roll or anything. I'm not mad. I just want to. I mean, hi. I'll get my vengeance later. It's fine.
I think you already have.
Nah, I could work on it. Have your 6th threat, because I want to make sure I get this and still have my determination to re-roll any screw ups. Bang. What?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
it's
Yeah.
possible. It's
It is
super
I suppose
rare,
it is, yeah.
but it's possible. That's literally the yeah. You it can only happen if you have a 15 or a 16 or a 17 in something.
I want to see what happens with the ship roll before I pull the trigger on technical expertise.
Sensors plus engineering.
Okay. I'm going to technical expertise that 0.
Oh, because if you get a momentum here, you
Yeah.
you don't have to use the determination.
That's the dream.
Well, he already has 7 successes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. So yeah, I better not do anything, because then I can just buy them off. Well, I might be able to get rid of that 0 anyway.
Well, if you get rid of the 0, you could use 2 momentum to get rid of that.
Instead of
one
4.
comp.
Also, if you use determination to re-roll here and it turns out better because you do have a pretty high roll and you are using a focus, that means me and Vogel are going to have a better time of surviving because there will be momentum available.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so even if those 2 don't turn out well, it's fine. We still get the beam. Okay. So I'll spend the
Yes.
determination to reroll those 2
Okay.
on no room for error.
All right.
And okay. And technical expertise that 1 by itself.
The 0, you mean?
Yes. Sorry, I pointed at it with my mouse like you could see it. Well, no way around that other than spending momentum.
So, yeah, you gain 2 momentum out of that. You can spend that momentum to get rid of that complication.
Yeah, I don't want you guys beaming over with the complications, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just accidentally transport them halfway into a.
Or like beam them in, and like I don't beam them on the beds or anything. I beam them like in the office. It's like, ah.
3 feet off the floor.
Yeah.
Dunk. Well, that doesn't
It's not-
complicate matters.
It's not a cool medical scene unless the doctor has to wipe everything off the table with their arm and move you to the table.
Very messy tables.
I guess I gotta deal with the crystal alone. Well, and with my Tellarite friend.
Good luck. That's not going to end in you killing the Tellarite friend at all.
I mean, hey, I was just gonna go in there and start blasting at the crystal, but okay.
So I
Arm
guess we
wrestler.
really need a doctor today.
Is that purple thing my old thing, or who is that? Oh, that's the other medical count. That's the medical counselor.
Yes.
I could always play Reaver and roll.
Okay, so
1 second.
Reaver, materialized on the biobed are two intensely, very much badly wounded, a Lieutenant Vogel and a Captain Elder.
Okay, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is emergency medicine, get a scan to see exactly what condition they're in.
I'll give this to you. They're both dead.
Cortical stimulator.
On which one?
Does he have? Can't he just spend? Isn't that a spend to get?
But I can only do one at a time.
Technically, with the Cortical Stimulator, you have 5 minutes. So this is going to be.
It's going to be the captain.
Could we spend another crew support for another medical person to be there to help?
You have to create the supporting character, but yes, you can.
Away I go. I'm trying to help.
Make it quick.
I'm working.
Before we die.
At least give me a name, okay?
Maria.
Not
And
die,
so-
become death.
So yeah, Reaver's gonna go up. Maria, I'll take care of the captain. You get Vogel.
What the? Oh God. Okay, sure.
Readings indicate they're dead. Get a cortical stimulator on her.
Cortical stimulator, right? Okay. Oh yeah, it goes on their head, right? Okay.
Oh no! He accidentally rolled an engineer.
I just transferred. Why?
EMH mark 0 apparently.
Is it EMH?
It could be
You can call it the EMH.
Let's see. So I'm guessing this is either a controller daring medicine roll.
Hold on real quick. I'm trying to find Cortical Stimulator in the book. There you go.
Do. I said do. There. Yes.
It is an opportunity cost of 1. Just so you're aware.
Back.
So we're gonna lose. Do we have to spend 2 to? So 1 threat, 1 momentum.
Gonna have
Sure.
to, because it's the only thing I can think of right now.
Yeah. Well, that's what you use when someone's dead. You have to start their brain back up. Otherwise, after 5 minutes, there's no brain left.
Yeah.
Or there's little enough at working brain that they might as well be dead.
So this is going to be for the captain. Because they're gonna be separate roles.
Yeah.
God, we're still in C1 too.
No.
Daring plus medicine. Difficulty is 4.
Okay. Would my focus emergency medicine apply?
Thinking on that.
This
He
is
also has
just an emergency.
Yeah, if you make use of both the determination and cautious medicine, you might be able to generate some momentum to help with Vogel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now.
'Cause
Yeah, emergency medicine will apply.
Okay, good.
Because this
And
involves you resuscitating and this
Well,
is
the
pretty
bad
much
thing
just
is-
to resuscitate them and bring them back to life. So
Yeah, the bad thing is we don't have any momentum right now. I'm going to spend my determination on drive to ease suffering.
And do.
It might be a bit of a reach.
That is a reach.
The guy who's burning and who's about to die suggests that not letting me die would be better.
Basically, the reason why I say drive to ease suffering is because the death of the captain this quick could literally demolish the entire morale of the crew.
I don't know if that's really a valid reason.
Also, it's really dark if the Reaver thinks that easing my suffering would be letting me die as opposed to saving me. That's super dark.
That is dark.
Hey, so Joan, I put a character sheet on the supporting character. So
I'll fill that in.
Okay, if it's not gonna go, then I'll just give you a massive dump of threat because we don't have any momentum.
Would this might also be a stretch, but as a medical officer, would this go towards the mission parameters? Not letting people die?
Of not letting your captain die?
technically, the mission parameters wasn't that.
It was relax, have a good time, show up to your shift on time.
Someone is not having a good time, so you could exert determination to spend to keep them having a good time.
I don't think anybody, including the Crystal and Vogel, are having a good time.
I'm having a good
actually,
time.
the commander probably is. He's got.
I'm actually following orders. I don't know what you guys are doing.
The captain, the commander is just like sipping coffee, sitting and doing paperwork right now.
So
Probably
the mission
thinking about-
directives was to investigate the crystal. So,
I suppose.
Yeah. So you fall
Okay.
way far behind that whole mission directive, really.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna give you a massive dump of threat.
All right, 6 threat coming my way. Got it.
Oh.
3. So yes, you stabilize the captain. He's still in a lot of pain, but he's back to life. right.
Desmond's going to do the same thing. It's the only thing she can do.
Oh boy.
Board, stay on the job.
Board cube.
So have a bunch of threat.
Hypno Rock Borg.
And
Yeah, same difficulty.
complication 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
Actually, wait,
Oops.
no. There's a higher complication. It is
I
3.
thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Control medicine, correct? Daring medicine. Not that it matters for her. I mean,
Daring
come on.
medicine, difficulty 4, comp 3.
Bang.
I get 1 momentum. So total of 4 momentum generated. And
Holy smokes.
yeah, Vogel is stabilized. Oh, they're still badly hurt. And with
Well-
that, we're gonna go. You go down momentum because we're going to the next scene.
Oh,
Okay.
he just murdered Simon.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, the medical team never got to Simon.
Vogel did call them, but if we admit that they left to go help her, that would mean either me or Vogel would have to
Right.
die.
Well,
Okay.
remember, this is a big ship with many medical personnel.
So
We have enough
we
crew
I'm
support.
not
actually
worried.
have
Okay,
person
hold it. I was never worried about Simon. Okay, there's plenty of medical staff on the ship that could have got to Simon. So as long as someone was there, as long as someone combadged that, oh hey, he's down, he's injured, he's fine.
Vogel combadged after she took
Right.
him down.
Because one of us
Yes.
on the ship is not here to kill people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that so? Is that what's going on? Oh, I guess I'm oh god. Well, with all that threat, I might as well just submit to the crystal.
All right,
You got
so-
me.
Okay. Yes. New seed. So back on the starbase, where were you at again, Commander Joe? Because I forget.
Probably at this point, maybe checking in with Starbase Command, getting some minor things figured out.
Okay, so like, are you
Like
in,
I'm on
like
the upper
like,
decks doing some bureaucratic stuff.
Okay. So as you're doing that, is there any information you wanted to have or whatnot?
He's going to do some more of his investigation about the Starx's accusations, trying to see if any contacts have gotten back to him. If there's any new intelligence files that have been opened.
As far as the Starx case goes, it has been an open and shut case. He was found guilty of disobeying orders. In terms for the investigation, there was a lengthy investigation. It was deemed that the Genesis device was created by rogue Starfleet intelligence operatives on a black site using Starfleet resources. The individuals were either dead by the Romulans or have been sentenced and incarcerated.
Okay. Well, that's not great news. Other things he'd be doing would be stuff like probably try to he checks out and puts into his pad who is the current Admiralty staff for this new group, just so he knows who all the names are, who he needs to talk to.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, they give you that information.
Yeah. All right, and the last thing I need is I need some new chairs to replace the ones we have in our diplomacy suites. Since we've upgraded to the new setup, we want to make sure we're all squared away for that. And actually, do you have a good suggestion for a restaurant here? I was gonna arrange for a chef to do something special for the crew of the Tereshkova, but I want to get the best I can.
Oh, there's several restaurants, Commander. As the lieutenant tells you, like, I could forward you a list if that's some of us among the crew like.
Oh, I'd much appreciate it. Thanks.
Of course, no problem. Is there anything else, Commander, that I can help you with?
Are there any orders waiting for us today? I know we're on standby, but I thought I'd check.
No, there's no orders, but there's a bit of security thing that just popped up across my desk. Apparently the Tereshkova's on lockdown. Or at least they locked the airlock. And there was some sort of riot.
Do you have a time? How long ago?
Oh, this was about roughly an hour ago.
Huh.
How come you weren't informed, Commander?
That's a very good question, Lieutenant. I might have more questions for you. Just a moment. Tap my comm badge. Commander to Tereshkova, please respond.
This is Ops. Commander, it's good to hear you. You need to get over here right away. We just dealt with an explosion in the science lab. We got the airlock on lockdown. We were dealing with some sort of, I guess, rock, and Lieutenant Vogel is acting really weird. And from what I can tell, is both the captain and Vogel are now in sickbay. Yeah, you can get over here right away, Commander, sir.
I want a full briefing in the conference room. 10 minutes. I'll be right there.
Well, currently the Lieutenant Ratalia is in the science lab dealing with whatever strange object they just brought on board.
Okay, let me try this. Who's the senior officer who's still awake? Please tell me it's not you. No offense.
That'd be Lieutenant Ratalia, and they're currently in the science lab.
Patch me into to Ratalia.
Yes, sir. And as you're just sweeping through, not approaching the crystal yet, Ratalia, you get a chirp on your comm badge.
I guess I'll tap the comm badge to let it through. This is Lieutenant Charek.
This is Commander Joan. What's going on in my ship?
I don't know, sir. The captain told me to get a harp that I received from the shopkeep that sold, that appeared to be initially in possession of this crystal. While I was bringing it back, I heard an explosion, the science lab shook, and there is no light. It looks like almost all of the consoles inside the lab are blown out. I found the captain and Lieutenant Vogel on the floor here.
Have you performed a tricorder scan of the air? Is it safe in there?
Not yet, sir. I just arrived. I'll do that now, and I'll try to do a tricorder scan.
Yeah, difficulty 0, reason plus science.
Okay. Well, I'm not very good at this, but hey.
Well, you succeed anyway.
Yeah.
The air is fine.
There's nothing in the air, sir, but I'm gonna turn and shine my light on the crystal.
It is glowing, but rather very slowly. It's like pulsing, but very...
Crystal's glowing, pulsing. I don't think it can understand me, but
Lieutenant, what crystal? What are you talking about?
Lieutenant Vogel acquired some sort of crystal from was it Rigelian, I think, shopkeep on the station. I also acquired a harp from him. I don't quite exactly understand what was going on, but Lieutenant Vogel managed to convince the shopkeeper to give the crystal to her, I think, and as she was bringing it back to the ship in an isolation unit, a group of civilians were following her. They tried to force their way onto the ship. So once I pushed them away and the Starbase's security arrested them, I went inside, locked the airlock behind me. We went to the lab, tried to perform an analysis. I left to get this harp on the captain's orders, and well, this is all I know. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just wait for them to respond.
While they are AFK for a brief moment, I'm going to cut real quick. Oh,
Okay.
Never mind then.
Oh.
Right. Is the crystal contained, or is it lost containment?
It appears that it's lost containment, sir.
Very well. I want you to evacuate the room and seal that compartment off from the rest of the ship until we can get more finer scans on exactly what it is we have aboard. And we need to reorient our chain of command because as of this moment, I'm at a loss since we have 2 senior officers down. So,
Considering that we don't quite understand the range of this thing's abilities while it's outside of containment, I'd recommend evacuating the deck if possible, sir.
I concur. And just to be safe, let's evacuate the section just above and just below that room as well.
Yes, sir.
Has Lieutenant Kalin been briefed?
No,
And
sir.
what is the ship's current alert status?
Is it, what is the current alert status? Would it be yellow? Since it's on lockdown?
Yeah, it'll be yellow.
Yellow alert, sir.
Upgrade to red alert and brief all relevant departments about the current situation. There's not a whole lot of information being... a lot of us are in the dark right now, and we need to be united.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask the station here to see if we can see about the Regillian you're talking about, and I'll be over on the ship briefly.
Yes, sir. Over and out.
And the lieutenant looks at you and is like, do I need to inform the admiral of this, Commander?
I would, please. My captain is currently... I would like the admiral informed, please, and I would also request security to look after a Regilian merchant who possibly sold dangerous goods to my officers. Willingly or unwillingly, but we need to find him.
There are
But that's-
several Nigerian merchants here on the station. Could you be more specific, Commander?
Wait, she bought... I think I can. Joan to Cherrick.
This is Lieutenant Tucherik speaking.
Please say aloud a description of the merchant.
And I'll describe the merchant to him, and also the sort of the shops I saw around the merchant's shop.
Okay. And the other's like, oh, okay, I know the one. I will have security look into him and start
All right,
questioning him right away.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Cherrick. Continue with your duties.
Yes, sir. I will, I guess since I'm already talking, Lieutenant, Ensign Talk, stay behind me. We're going to back out of this room. Carefully, keep your phaser at the ready.
Aye, sir.
And I'll start backing up, and I'll keep my phaser trained on the crystal for as long as I can before it's out of my line of sight.
Okay. So you seal off the that area.
Yeah, and
around
then
the science lab.
And then I want to, and that includes the rooms above and below it, and then I also want to evacuate the deck
So-
that it's on.
You have to spend. That's going to be an advantage. So you can either roll a presence plus security, difficulty 2, or you can spend 2 momentum.
Oh, my presence is awful.
What's your total?
Presence plus security for me would be 12.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Spend a momentum, you might be able to get it. If you have a focus, that'd be awesome.
All I really have would be really vague. It's shipboard tactical systems, but that's not really ordering people around.
Yeah.
Can he use his talent as a security officer
To bring
create
down
an
the difficulty?
Yeah. Well, you could create an advantage with that.
Well, it itself is an advantage that's in effect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then you could bring down the difficulty.
Yeah, I'll do that. I
Yeah, you could
suppose,
bring
then.
down to 1. To be difficulty 1.
All right.
Because
Yeah.
that way it's not just you doing it, you have your whole staff doing it.
Yeah. I'll do that. I should probably consider using a milestone to shift something into presence once I get the chance.
Yeah.
Uh,
Presence
that'll
catches up
be,
with you at weird times.
Yeah.
3 momentum.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally put a focus on that wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's right. So 2 momentum.
Should I reroll? Okay.
Nice.
No. It's just a 5. Doesn't count. You actually rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
Alright.
Huh.
Are you still with us, Vogel?
Yes.
Okay. So, you find yourself in this weird haze. It's very dark. It's just really foggy. And you just find yourself standing in a room. That has no end to it and no walls.
If I look around, do I see any?
Not at first, as you look around, and then as you kind of turn around and then you turn back to the position you were at, there before you stands is a little girl.
I will walk up to her if I'm not close enough, and I will get down to the girl's eye level and say, "Hello, I am Lieutenant Vogel."
Hello, Lieutenant Vogel. Your shipmates seem really mean to you.
I don't think they're that bad.
But why would they attack you?
That is a good question.
All I want is to go back home. But thank you for freeing me. I did my best to try and keep you alive. You did die, but I think they brought you back.
And I'll kind of look around. Are you sure?
Oh, this is just a mental space. You're quite fine. You're asleep.
Where is home for you?
Far away, but I need your help. Bad men are coming after me. Bad, scary men.
I have helped you this far.
That is excellent to hear, but the extent of my power has drained me quite well with the engagements that you have had. I need time to recover.
How can I help you?
I am not sure, but you need to rest.
Am I hurt that badly?
You are, and I am doing everything in my power to help you recover quicker. But it should take some time, and I need to gather energy as well.
Is the force field still up?
No, I had to drop the protection.
Who is coming for you?
The dark ones. They're evil. I do want to thank you, Lieutenant Vogel. You have helped me a lot. You're much nicer than other people. Especially that bad man who took me from my home. He wasn't very nice.
Do you mean the merchant?
No, not that man. He was odd. He had funny ears, though. It was kind of brown. I think he saw too much sun.
I will do what I can to ensure that you are safe.
I really do appreciate that. I need
If
more
I'm-
time so I can undergo the metamorphosis.
But if I'm as hurt as it seems, I don't know if I'll be able to.
No, you should be fine. Just your body needs time. It's easily repaired.
Are you safe for now?
It seems to be, but it's dark. I don't like being in the dark.
If I am well enough, I will try to find you
I appreciate that. Do you wish to play a game while you rest? Well, while your body rests?
What kind of game?
I don't know. This is all new to me. Do you know any good games?
I've never been one for games. Not enough time to play, I suppose.
Did you not play games when you were a child?
No,
Or were you never a child?
I was a child, but I was always busy with my work.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I know. Is there a game called Hide and Go Seek?
I think I know how to play that one. You go first.
Okay, let me change the scenery for us. And with that, you cut back to sickbay real quick. Reaver and Maria. As you're looking over the captain and trying to treat their both Vogel and the captain's wounds, you notice that Vogel seems to be recovering a lot quicker rate than what the captain is. You haven't even started burn treatment, and Vogel's burns look like they're healing.
Oh boy.
I haven't done anything yet.
I haven't touched her either.
I'll scan her and see what's happening. What is doing the healing, I suppose.
That's exactly what I was just thinking too.
Reason plus medicine, difficulty is 2.
Virology as a focus? I don't think so.
No.
No. Does Reaver have a better focus?
I have xenobiology.
I think you're the better specialist on this one.
And you said difficulty was what?
2.
2? Yeah.
Give me a momentum.
No, they're mine. Can't have them. Okay, fine.
Cautious,
We're back.
and there's the 2.
Oh, well, that was random. Oh, no. I think he just stepped away.
I'm here.
I'm at the GM.
Oh, he's typing out to
I'm
me
typing.
actually.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought someone said I have to be. I had to go. I was like, oh, misread that entirely.
I think I did hear someone say that they'll be right back.
That's probably me. Ow.
Still scanning. I'm getting some unusual readings. It's taking time to decipher.
Oh, we are looking at someone who's literally healing in front of us.
Yes, I know.
See, this is why I don't go into xenobiology. Viruses make sense.
Yeah, Especially gets weird when you run into Klingons. You know they've got a backup of everything.
I know, right?
Oh, whoa.
Wonder if they have a backup brain. No, probably not.
Whoa. This is weird.
What's that?
Her cells are supercharged in some way. They're accelerating her body's natural healing. Far beyond what normally a human body can do. And according to these, there's some type of energy field that is bonded to her.
Is it doing any secondary harm? Harming any other parts of the body? Mutations like that can have secondary issues.
I'm going to go out on a limb here as a player and say no.
I'm not answering that question.
Without a momentum?
Without a momentum spent.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, there's your momentum.
Whoops. Oh, I'm back.
So am I.
Wow. Look at this. The field doesn't seem to harm her in any way. It just enhances her body.
That's strange. Does she have some sort of foreign object in her, or like something has to be doing this to her? We have to figure out where it's coming from. If anything, we could probably use it to help the captain. If it works the way I think it does. Well, I don't know how it works, but it'd be nice to know how.
Okay, is there some way to trace the energy field or energy signature as to like its origin point and everything like that?
Give me, that's going to be a reason plus science difficulty 2. You can have the ship assist
How's your science?
with sensors
3.
plus science.
Oh, you're pretty good.
I'll take 3 momentum.
Okay.
And ship will assist with sensor science, I believe is what Prax said.
Yes.
Well, I got the difficulty.
Cautious?
Cautious medicine, not cautious science.
Complication.
You just take 2 threat.
Still need the ship. Sensor science.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Sensors, science, the complication's not that high anymore. Bang.
Well, crud.
1 momentum.
And you get a bonus question because of high resolution sensors.
You do indeed. I don't feel like doing anything with that complication, so I'm taking this threat.
Yeah, Reaver's gonna turn to you and go, what's in Science Lab 2?
Computer, identify what's currently in Science Lab 2.
Science Lab 2 has been sealed off due to hazardous containment.
Okay. Computer, what is sealed inside that lab?
Unidentified crystal object. Sorry, unidentified crystalline object.
Crystalline object? Are you saying that this crystal is the source? Or it's coming from that lab anyway?
Well, the energy reading is coming from this. The same energy reading that I'm getting off of Vogel is in Science Lab 2. If the only thing in there is that crystalline structure, then it's got to be that thing.
Computer, are sensors detecting any sort of connection or energy tether between patient on biobed 2 and to the science lab?
Should I just give this to you, or?
There's the free question lying around. That's kind of half
Yeah.
Wallace.
Yeah. So this will be the free question. Affirmative. Energy signature matches crystalline entity that is currently the same energy reading currently residing in Lieutenant junior grade Sarah Vogel.
Well, nice of it to heal her, I suppose.
Yeah.
Now the problem is figuring out if it's sentient or if it's just doing this reactively.
Can you handle things around here?
Yeah, I should be able to handle the two of them now that they're stabilized. Apparently, the lieutenant should be fine. I'll just focus on the captain.
Okay, yeah. I'm headed to Science Lab 2. If you need me, call me.
Ma'am, it's been sealed off. How are you gonna get it?
It's sealed off for medical reasons, correct?
The whole deck is on lockdown.
Computer, identify reason for lockdown. On whose authority?
Lockdown on the authority of Lieutenant Natalia Jakark.
Oh, that explains the red alert then. It's a security lockdown. Maybe ask her. Maybe she'll guide you in. She shrugs.
It's better than taking the Jeffries tube.
Yeah. You can give her a call. I'll take care of the captain and the lieutenant here.
Yeah, so Reaver's gonna literally walk out of the med bay and head towards the deck. But on the way, hit her comm badge and go, Reaver to Ratala?
This is Lieutenant Tachark.
Yeah, look, we've got both Vogel and the captain stabilized. However, there's some strange energy readings when it comes to Vogel. And it appears that the same energy readings are emanating from Science Lab 2. Would you mind if I came down and took a look?
I'm afraid I'd have to ask the commander. I initiated the lockdown, but it was under his advisement. There was an explosion in the science lab of some kind, and I initiated the lockdown after that point.
Well, if you can get clearance for me to investigate this weird occurrence, I would be most grateful.
I'll go with you, but yes, I'll have to ask the commander first.
Of course, Lieutenant. I'll meet you on... good grief, what deck is it on? What deck is Science Lab 2 on?
Say a deck.
Okay. I'll say Science Lab 2 is on deck 13. I'll meet you on deck 12, section 42.
Deck 12, section 42. Over and out.
Oh, deck 24. Oh, deck 13. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I will hit my comm badge and call up the commander.
Commander, here, go ahead.
Commander, this is Lieutenant Tacharek. The crystal seems to be affecting Lieutenant Vogel in some more permanent manner. There's some sort of energy tethering Lieutenant Vogel and the crystal. What is Reaver? Is Reaver Lieutenant?
Lieutenant Junior, yeah.
Lieutenant Reaver wants to investigate it, see what's going on, and how it's affecting Lieutenant Vogel.
I suppose it is an unknown thing, and we need to figure out how it works. And I can't go because Captain's down. All right, I'll have you. This Reaver's the medical staff. Bring along one of the science staff as well, just to back you up, and maybe one of your security staff as well, just to back you up in case you need further protection.
Yes, sir.
But remember, I want you to prioritize their safety. It's all fine and well to figure out what's going on, but I don't want to lose any more crewmen to whatever's going on in there.
Of course, sir.
And be advised, the Admiralty has been informed, and they are looking to capture talk to that merchant. So I'll update you when I know more. I'm heading my way to the bridge to start centralizing what's going on, and I'll brief the chief engineer about why the red alert's going off.
Commander, do I have permission to attempt to destroy the crystal if it becomes a danger?
This may seem like a strange question to ask, but has life been or lack thereof been verified? Is it sentient?
We don't know, sir. It appears to be able to influence thoughts in some specific ways, but
then I would advise you to act on standing orders to use non-lethal force if possible, but if it comes between saving the crew and saving it, the crew has to take priority.
Of course, sir. Over and out.
Get 1 week off. Next thing I know, we're dealing with a whole deck being shut down. No big deal.
Shut off my comm badge, and I'll call up Ensign Talk because Ensign Simon is presumably still indisposed, and tell him to meet me at deck 12, section number I can't remember, where Lieutenant Junior Grade Reaver told me to meet her. And I'll also call up. Let me see if. No, I want to see if we've got any metallurgy people.
So as you so in sickbay though, real quick, as you're doing that.
Oh.
A uni brings in and is like, sorry, nurse. We got another one. He got a lot of badly internal injuries.
All right, thank you.
You cut out.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. He's stable, but he's gonna need some time to recover. He took a nasty blow. Something hit him hard.
All right. When you step out, try to call back the rest of the medical staff. I seem to be the only one here, and Reaver's not here either. So, if we could pull people back from leave, that'd be nice.
Understood. Do you wish for me to stay around?
Is this a security officer she's talking to?
No, it's like a uni kind of.
Yeah, she'll take one along. You can stay here. I could use the extra pair.
Of course. sort of like a first responder unit, you know. So.
Oh, like
medical
damage
staff.
control, but for people.
Yeah. All right. Are you still at your computer, Vogel? I know you usually have to leave around this time.
No, I'm good. I'm good tonight.
Okay. So yeah. All right, I just want to make sure. So, Commander, as you are heading back towards the Tereshkova, you notice 3 men, standing in front of the actual airlock, wearing black suits and shades.
Oh, I was actually intending to beam over to Tereshkova because I was assuming
Oh, okay.
the airlock.
Never
I didn't want to break the airlock seal for whatever reason.
Then never mind. Scratch that. All right, you beam over, and you're actually in the transporter room. So let me cut to that then.
Ah, there's people here. Oh.
Yeah, there's people there.
Ugh, I forgot that you were a ginger. Disgusting.
Whoa.
Wow.
Soulless freak.
Whoa.
All right, let's not go there.
Kidding.
So
Commander?
I beam into the transporter bay. Yikes.
Sorry, I was just joking.
South Park sometimes gets the better of.
Yeah.
So yeah, when he gets there, he is going to tap on his comm badge and start walking toward the bridge. Just nods acknowledgement at Leva. Lieutenant Joan to Calum.
Your common Calum?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Calum here.
I'm gonna need to speak with you on the bridge. I have to take command. The captain's currently injured, and apparently Vogel's also injured. And I have a whole deck shut down, so you're the only other senior staffer, and we need to figure out what we're doing. Oh, and as another fun update, I'm also sending a small away team to Science Lab 2 to figure out what exactly is on our ship.
And you hear Calum like stop for a second. Oh, joy. I'll be there in 15.
Acknowledge. I'll see you at the bridge. Status update, damage report. Is there any other issues with the ship right now?
Damage report is currently on deck 13, section 42. The damage is isolated to the science lab.
No secondary systems affected?
None at this time. Appears
All right.
the overload was slightly controlled.
And patch down to transporter room. I want the new expedition team or way team, as it were. I suppose it's science team. The ones assembling, I want a transporter lock on them. If they call for beam out, I don't want a delay.
I will
Any word
notify the engine room, or the transporter room.
Any word from the station?
No, not yet, sir.
Lieutenant?
And about this time, Calum walks on board.
Sir?
I want you to figure out what you can about, look over the reports on this crystal that's in Science Lab 2. And also, I want you to monitor the away team's progress and keep an eye on them for me. I'll be listening in as well, but I get the feeling I'm going to be needed in multiple places.
Yep, you've got big boots to fill, sir.
Last time this happened, I was hit by torpedoes. I didn't think I was going to have a crystal do this, but that's the job.
Yep.
Status update: we do have seems the damage seems to be only contained on deck 13. So thankfully, nothing else is broken. But we now have a dark room down there, and I've isolated that whole area, given that we don't know exactly what we're dealing with. Actually, if you can get me a scan of the crystal from the ship sensors, that'd be great.
Was the explosion controlled or uncontrolled, sir?
Damage control update. He turns to ops when he asks that.
Damage control indicated that it was a controlled overload initiated by Captain Elder.
Did he try to overload a single system and then it caused a cascade, or did he cause the cascade on purpose?
It looks like he caused the cascade on purpose himself.
Why the heck would he do that?
To lock out the computer systems in that room. He was trying to keep whatever was in there, or to prevent it from doing stuff.
Last log indicates that only Captain Elder and Lieutenant Vogel were in the room. Lieutenant Vogel activated some sort of force field to keep Captain Elder out or something. At least judging by the sensor readings that were in the lab at the time.
Bridge to security. Secure and isolate Captain Elder and Lieutenant Vogel. They're currently in medbay.
Would I still be getting this even though I'm on away?
You'd probably be looped in, I'd imagine, because you're the chief. You're supposed to know where your security guys.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have any other named security people. Would we just be putting red shirts, or I guess yellow shirts on it, essentially? Or, I don't know how that would work. Because Talk is with me, so I don't know who we'd be.
I'm just thinking general security guy, a general
Okay.
security team deployment.
I will have a security team deployed to isolate Lieutenant Vogel and Captain Elder immediately, so... And I'll promptly send that order.
Bridge to medical bay. Talking to myself. Be advised, we're sending security to your location to isolate the captain and Lieutenant Vogel. Please be ready for isolation of the 2 patients. Yes, sir. All right, Caleb. So we have 2 people who we don't know, who apparently were accessing panels. One of them set up a force field protecting something, and one blew up a bunch of panels, locking something out. And we don't know what this crystal is doing. It has been told to me that there might be some possibility this crystal has some influence on people, but exactly how that's working. There's not a whole lot of data right now, hence why we have to send the team down to see what we're looking at.
Well, sir, according to my records, the only reason you would cause this type of cascade, can I roll a control or a reason engineering check to determine if what the captain did blew out EPS conduits, which knocked out everything into darkness?
Yeah, reason plus engineering. Difficulty 1.
What'd you say difficulty was? You cut out.
Difficulty 1. gaining momentum.
That explains how he did it.
Care to enlighten me, Lieutenant?
Oh boy. Okay. It appears Captain Elder, with his engineering background, overloaded the EPS relays around the lab in order to cut off all power to the lab. Either him or Vogel. I believe
Both
that's
of
what
them
would
are attempting
happen.
to do the same thing.
Yeah. That's why I isolated both of them.
Mm.
All right. Do we happen to have any sensor logs or security data? Do we catch anything that happened during the time before they were hurt?
I'll have to scan through it real quick.
The ops officer goes, Commander. The appears that the captain ordered Lieutenant Vogel transported to the brig, and then from the brig back to the science lab. Moments later, and there was some sort of altercation in the brig with Lieutenant Simon, who is now currently in sick bay as well.
This is making less and less sense. What is going on here? All right, ops, advise. I'm gonna make. Oh, actually, I haven't assigned a lead. Bridge to Lieutenant Tereshkova.
This is Lieutenant Tereshkova.
For your expedition team, I'm going to be assigning you as lead. I'm going to be having ops send along to you information. Go to your nearest comm panel. What comm panel you're nearest, and we'll just display it there for you, so you can be updated on what we know.
I guess I'll give them the. I assume there's like serial numbers for the comm panels or something like that.
They can just also isolate your comm badge too. So
yeah, either way.
Okay, we'll just do it that way then, I guess.
And ops should be sending that data to your nearest panel.
Thank you, sir.
Thoughts?
From me, sir?
Yeah, yes, Lieutenant. Yeah, you are our security expert.
Yes. So I've essentially just been sent the information that I guess the ops just gave the commander, I'm guessing.
I'm also asking ops to loop them in on the other things we've been discussing up here, because they've probably been paying attention to us and recording it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't see why. If the captain transported the Lieutenant Vogel to the brig, I assume he had a reason to do so. Some reason he wanted to contain her, or perhaps he thought she was a danger to the rest of the crew, and considering the fact that that there was an altercation with Lieutenant Simon shortly afterwards, who is now hospitalized, I'm inclined to agree with that assessment. Stranger, though, sir, is that that the altercation occurred in the first place. Those cells should, by standard, have security fields up if someone's in them. So either someone lowered the field or Lieutenant Vogel got out of it somehow.
Yeah, until we have more clarification, I've currently isolated, as you see in the report, I've isolated the captain and Lieutenant Vogel until we can figure out exactly what's going on. I'm actually thinking of seeing if a medical can revive the captain in any way, and we can get a report from him.
Have we considered... I hate to suggest this, especially since I'm not a doctor, sir, but sedating Lieutenant Vogel if she's enough of a danger to be in the brig?
Oh, that's why I'm actually having security keep a hold of them in isolation. Acting any further than that, I don't believe would be an overreach of my authority. I think.
Yes, sir.
And with the doctor currently away right now, that's tenuous. The isolation is a precaution that can only barely justify right now.
If only we had our chief medical officer on hand.
Oh, we'll figure this out. Don't worry. So what I'm gonna have. So I wanted to brief you on that. If I hear more from the captain or otherwise about Vogel, I'll try to loop you in. Oh, by the way, I'm also gonna have Lieutenant Calum. He's up here on the bridge with me. He's gonna be monitoring your progress. I nod at Calum to indicate that.
Should I keep my comm channel open, sir, so you can hear everything around me?
I would advise that.
Yes, sir. In that case, I'll just I suppose for the time being over, but I'll leave my comm badge operating so you can listen, sir.
Acknowledge, Calum. All yours. Bridge to medbay. Is it possible to awake? Is the captain in any shape to be woken up?
To answer that question real quick, so you don't have to answer yourself. I'm sorry, Commander. His wounds are too badly injured. He's gonna need a lot of time for us to work on him. He suffered third-degree burns throughout his entire body.
All right then. Do you
Not to
need further
mention,
manpower?
Any additional medical staff you can give, though. Lieutenant Vogel's situation is quite interesting. She seems to be healing at a remarkable rate. In fact, it seems like all her wounds are gone.
Does she need further medical treatment in your medical opinion?
No.
I would advise you to put up a force field around her bed. At the moment, she might be a security risk. We have security heading your way now, but just to be safe.
Of course.
Continue work on the captain for now, and update me when Vogel wakes up.
Vogel, please lie down. You're not authorized to get up. Vogel, what are you doing? And the comm channel goes blank.
Computer, isolate sickbay. Security alert to sickbay. I need scans. What's happening in medbay?
Sure, you're waiting on me?
Commander, Lieutenant Vogel just left sickbay.
What do you mean she left sickbay?
She just walked out of sickbay. I couldn't stop her. Like,
where is she headed?
Touching her. I don't know, Commander. She just left.
Bridge to Lieutenant Vogel.
Go ahead, Commander.
Lieutenant, I need an explanation for your actions right now. I have a badly burned captain in a blown up science lab, and you're walking through force fields and sealed off rooms. So...
I must get back to the science lab, Commander. Then perhaps I can explain.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I'm going to need better than that. Why do you need to go to the science lab? I'm going to motion to Calum that he to type. Like I make a typing motion on my hand. I point at his console and I keep talking.
He'll just nod, I guess.
It must be protected, Commander. Evil things are coming to hurt it.
What evil things?
I don't know.
Why is our captain badly burned? Did you do that?
He tried to kill us all.
Vogel, is this you speaking? Or am I speaking with someone else?
Don't worry, Commander. I have not been taken over. But the Dark Ones are coming, and I must protect it.
Lieutenant, are you saying this crystal is sentient?
Yes.
Is it willing to let you go and speak with us on even terms? Right now, this seems, from my perspective, it seems like I have an officer who may be compromised. You can see how that would make me somewhat nervous.
She is of no threat to you, Commander. All she wants is to go home.
Where is her home?
I don't know. Far from here.
Why do you need to go to the science lab to help it?
I must ensure no harm comes to her.
Well, as the senior officer aboard this ship, I can assure its safety if it is actually seeking asylum and acts in good faith.
It is afraid of the other members of this crew. They have tried to hurt it already.
Ah, but I'm a Rysian, sworn to a long tradition of pacifism unless in dire need of saving my own life and the life of those I care about. It has nothing to fear from me if it only means peaceful interaction. Let me ask you this, Vogel. Are you willingly aiding it?
I will help her get home.
GM, could I possibly get an insight roll to try to gauge how much in control Vogel seems to be? Like the difference between someone being puppeted or someone who's just kind of being influenced, or someone just making a bad judgment.
I would say insight plus command. Difficulty is, you know, Vogel for a while, so difficulty 1.
Gambling as a focus. It's a reach.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either. Hey, you might have said yes. I'm gonna spend 1 momentum just to be safe, because I do want to get this. Last thing you want me to do is make a guess on the wrong thing. To insight command, bang. There we go. Lieutenant, is there any way that it can speak without using you as a medium? Can it speak through, say, digital means or some other signal that we could detect? I don't feel comfortable putting one of my crew as a medium in an untested manner. I'd rather endanger my systems rather than my people.
I can only ask, Commander.
Please do. I would much appreciate it. Lieutenant, do you need to speak with it in person or?
I am talking to her now.
Oh, thank you. Lieutenant, can it speak in another manner?
And you'll hear silence for a bit.
I motion to mute my side of the conversation. Caleb, I want you to see if you can start shutting down. Let's try funneling her and make it a longer way to get back to Science Bay. She still has to breathe air and so on. So start, and a lot of that deck's been isolated. So we should be able to force her to move around a little bit. But we still want to keep the team close enough to her that they can intercept her and stop her if needed. I don't want her getting inside the science lab. Right now, I think she's in danger.
I'll see what I can do, sir.
You can bring the sound back on now. Lieutenant, I do need a response. Otherwise, I think you're not well.
It cannot speak until it undergoes the metamorphosis.
How long will that take?
Way ahead of you. Hold on. Not long, Commander, but she is weak.
Sorry about that. I thought I muted there for a second. Look, how about this? I'm willing to negotiate this. She can have you stand guard outside the door, and you can make sure no one goes in or out. It's an isolated lab. I've already sealed off the area and evacuated the area anyway. Since you can communicate with her, you can continue talking on its behalf, and we can decide what our actions are from there.
It must be within my sight, Commander.
Why?
I must ensure that the Dark Ones do not get to her before she is able to transform.
I would suggest you leave that to my purview. This is a starship full of very well-trained people and one of the finest ships in the fleet, along with a starbase. I think we can manage. But to get that protection, I need to be assured in good faith that my science officer isn't put in harm's way.
I am not in any danger, Commander.
You may believe that, and you may know that, but I, as a Starfleet officer, can't go on things I can't confirm.
Well,
I
then
have to
come down,
prioritize my crew.
well, then come to the science lab after the transformation, and you can confirm everything I have said.
Does it need to speak through you, Lieutenant, or could it speak through someone else?
It is merely communicating with me, Commander. I am speaking for myself. But it is unable to speak in a manner that we understand until it transforms.
Very well. Let me know once you get to the science lab. Bridge out. What the hell am I gonna do, Caleb? I got an officer down there with a living being that might need our help, who is also endangering the ship.
It could be entirely possible that what she is saying is the truth, that she is not endangering the ship.
Back
Advise
at the
security
science lab, I believe Rotalia, a security officer, and Reaver were there in the
Yeah.
hallway.
Yeah.
The doors swish open, and in the dark you see Lieutenant Vogel appear before you.
Lieutenant Vogel, I'd ask you to
Lieutenant?
stop, but I gather that it won't do anything, will it?
You are correct, Lieutenant. I do not wish to hurt anyone.
You put one of my security officers in the hospital for doing his job. You've already hurt people.
And I regret that. And I saw to it that he was helped.
Sort of a glance back towards Reaver and gesture for her to back up.
Can Reaver be trying to get sensor readings from her tricorder while she's backing up?
And Rotala, oh, gonna have Rotala put out a hand to try to stop Vogel. And she'll ping her tap her comm badge and ring the bridge. She doesn't seem intent on stopping, sir.
Observe, but keep your distance. Scan as much as you can.
All right. I'll turn around.
Remember what I told you, Lieutenant.
I will, and I'll nod and let Vogel through. And just follow her. And again, I accidentally grabbed Reaver's icon. And again, just gesture for Reaver to stay behind me.
As you guys are moving, Talk, you notice, goes and steps out of the other room, like with his head against, and looks over, like, what's going on? Because you guys forgot about him.
They did.
You should probably get to the medical bay, Lieutenant. Do you think you can make it there on your own?
I'll try.
Thank you. Ensign Talk. Lieutenant Reaver with me. Stay behind. Reaver, stay behind me. Couple meters at least.
Will do. I'm trying to get readings in that room, but
Oh well. And I'll step through unless Vogel stops me. Is it actually that big?
Yeah, it's grown in mass.
It's grown quite quickly, hasn't it, Lieutenant?
It is nearly completed, its transformation.
Do you know what it's going to transform into?
We can only wait. And I will step closer to it.
I presume you would prefer if I kept my distance.
And I don't even pay attention to Rautalia, but I'll stick my hand out and touch the side of the crystal.
I'll sort of, I'm not putting my hand on my phaser, but sort of bringing it to my hip, right above where the weapon would be holstered.
This is on the bridge, though. Sensors are difficult. They're a little spotty at best because of the damage in the room, but it has grown in size. It hasn't grown in the past 10 minutes, though.
All right, keep monitoring it. I really hope this works.
It's, the crystal, does it look nice, relatively? Like, as a, compared to any other precious gem? I'm just trying to find ways to stall for time, alright? I guess it doesn't really matter. It's strangely beautiful in a way, isn't it? I'm guessing I get no response from Vogel, but hey. Just gonna keep my hand near my phaser again, not actually touching it.
Lieutenant Cherrick, what is it you're seeing?
It's Lieutenant Vogel's hand is against the side of the crystal, so it's several times larger in size since I last saw it. Whatever we were using to contain it has completely failed at this point.
Are there any scorch marks other than around the paneling? Like on the floor, the ceiling, that sort of thing?
Do I see anything like that if I scan the room with my flashlight? Or my
There's
beacon,
scorch
sorry.
marks everywhere, and mostly that's due to the overload.
Well, I can't pick anything out specific. That's what you're asking, sir. It appears that, well, most of the room is scorched black.
What does Vogel herself look like? Does she seem in any pain?
No, she seems fine. She's just touching the crystal. Her hand's just against the side of it. Is
the crystal moving at all, or is it growing at all?
It doesn't appear to be, sir. I don't... It doesn't seem like it's doing anything to me, either. It's pulsing like a... Is the pulse, random, or does it have a sort of rhythm to it?
It has a rhythm to it.
It's pulsing in this rhythmic sort of way. I saw it glowing earlier in the lab. This is a bit like that, but it's more, I don't know, almost like it has a beat to it. It's a rhythm it's following. It doesn't look random.
Scan the area to see if there's any radiation emanating from it, other than the light, of course.
I'll pull up my tricorder and try to scan the room.
Reason plus science, difficulty 0.
All right.
Hey.
You get a momentum.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
There's nothing aside from normal background, sir. Could this perhaps be some sort of telepathic effect?
Try to scan to see if you can see any sort of increase of such connection. Usually, if I remember right, there's some chemical that goes on in the brain when people are using telepathy. It won't work on the crystal, I suppose, but it might work on Vogel.
Should I have Lieutenant Reaver do that, sir?
I would advise that, yes.
Lieutenant Reaver, I could use you in here for a moment. If you could scan Lieutenant Vogel for any strange biological readings, I suppose.
I believe Elder would have to take over for that.
All right, Cap. Sorry, I'm guessing when you said no radiation, did you mean none or just like no abnormal radiation?
No abnormal radiation.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's giving off some, because it's giving off light, but
I
it's
thought
like,
so. I just
it's
wanted to.
It's like if it's gamma radiation, it's like, no, I care about that.
I mean, you never know in Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly.
Who am I
If it was
taking
gamma,
over?
all of you would be dead.
Yeah.
It's true.
Is it Talk I'm taking over?
No, it's Reaver.
Reaver.
What am I
I
doing?
think Caleb's on his mobile right now.
You're scanning Vogel for any
I'm back actually.
any strange life signs or anything that would indicate something's going wrong or weird with her biologically.
Is that a reason science roll? Or reason medicine? Okay,
Reason
never mind.
medicine. Dude, scanning biology.
Xenobiology?
Yeah.
Cool. Give me what's difficulty?
1. 1.
Difficulty 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead and give me 1 momentum.
One momentum, I.
Duh.
Rushed it.
I'll take those back.
You scan her so good that you...
You're capped, and you have 1 floating.
Does that mean we have to spend it right now unless we want it to just go out the window?
Yeah. That's enough for an obtain information, so a free question, if you will.
Do that. Of course, it would be up to, I guess, Lieutenant Reaver, not Lieutenant Calum, to decide what we do. But if he doesn't do what I do, well, what I want to do, then maybe we'll have a problem. Kidding.
Getting some readings coming in, sir.
I assume the captain can probably hear this because I haven't closed my comm channel yet.
Yeah, we've kind of had the standard of keeping the line open.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Yeah. I've only muted my end every so often to not give away that I'm listening.
It's
So at this
also
point, it's like,
it's also partly to remind myself because I have a really bad short-term memory, so I tend to jumble things. Anyways, sorry, I'll shut up now.
Oh no. It's okay. We try to tell the GM to shut up all the time, but it never works. Except now. Disprove me.
Hey guys, I want to go touch the crystal.
No.
Definitely wouldn't do that.
Yeah, especially since someone else is already touching it. Who knows what's going on?
No, do not do that.
I mean, I haven't even. It hasn't even tried to influence me yet. I don't think so. I don't have reason to try to join the Hypno Rock.
Wow.
So until it does that,
Sir? She's reading normal. Her cellular process is slowed a bit. However, I'm getting heightened ESP readings.
Makes sense. Is she in any medical distress?
No, she's fine.
bloody psychics.
Mind yourself, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep monitoring for now.
Oh, crud.
Lieutenant, that's not a good crud.
No, that's me out of character going,
Oh,
oh crud.
I thought you saw something in your...
Someone's getting damaged. Perhaps we should keep a continuous scan on Lieutenant Vogel in case her condition changes.
Alright. With that, the crystal shatters into millions of pieces. And you're kind of blinded everyone's kind of blinded for a moment, since it gave off an intense light reading, and where the crystal was appears in this place is a second Vogel.
What the devil?
Oh.
Captain, there's another Vogel. The crystal exploded.
Okay.
And with
Captain,
that,
sir.
I think we will call that
No!
to be continued.
No!
Oh,
Oh, come on,
crap.
man.
No, give me my momentum back. We had 6. We had 6.